Hello out there. My name is Beautiful. So, let me test your knowledge of music or music icons. So, what do these four music icons, these global icons of music, what do they have in common? I'll start with Bob Marley, Miles Davis, Franco and OK Jazz, if you know your music, and Fela Kuti. What do these four disparate global icons of music have in common? Anybody has the answer? Only I have the answer. All they have in common is Prince Eji Oyewole, because at one time or the other, he worked with each of these global icons. And more than that, this was an amazing musician who traveled the world, learning, performing, playing, contributing to projects across the world, and also in this country. A real, see, Prince Eji Oyewole's Prince, not be just Prince, is a real Prince. He's a real Prince from the city of Ibadan, and it is my pleasure to have him here with me today. Baba, and Lisa.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you know me too. I'm very happy to see you.
I'm very happy, and I appreciate you.
Thank you very much, sir.
To you people out there, how are you? I wish you well.
Thank you, sir. So, Baba, I mentioned four global music icons now. By Miles Davis, Fela Kuti, Franco. These are big names. But if it's anybody who's like big, this is Bob Marley. Bob Marley is like, everybody knows Bob Marley. He's on the same, maybe at par with like Michael Jackson, or even, but Michael Jackson maybe. So Bob Marley. For many people, they'll be like, Baba played with Bob Marley. How did that happen? Let's start from there. How did you end up playing with Bob Marley?
Let's give glory to God. God is very kind. Always. He has always been very kind. God is always kind to some people anyway. As God will say, I know my people and my people know me. That is God for me. So God has always been very kind and nice to some people. So in the 70s actually, let me start from the Morgan Studio in London.
Morgan Studio.
Morgan Studio. Monty Babson was the CEO, the owner, the director of Morgan Studio.
Okay.
Morgan Studio is on the Wisden Road in London. And, you mentioned Miles Davis earlier.
Yes.
In 1970, stroke 71, I was shuttling between West Berlin, Germany,
yes,
and America.
So you are moving back and forth between the two countries, okay.
And during one of these movements, I came across, back in Germany now, in West Berlin now.
Yes.
I came across some of these American musicians who were also in the GI. You know?
Yes, the GIs, yes.
American Army.
American, yeah.
Beautiful musicians, So, and then I met Billy Brooks.
Okay.
Billy Brooks was a fantastic drummer. When you talk of drummers like Art Blakey,
yeah.
Elvin Jones of John Coltrane, Art Blakey of the Jazz Messengers. Billy Brooks was just in the same category with these people. And when I met Billy Brooks, he saw me in a club in Berlin playing. Then he said to me, "You are a Nigerian?" Yes. I said, "Yes." "Yoruba?" I said, "Yes." Then he said to me, "You must come. You must come to my club. You must come to my club." And his club where I was playing at that time, that year, talking about 1970, it has now entered 1970.
1970. Okay.
71.
71.
I went to see him. His place was called Jazz Gallery.
Okay.
Jazz Gallery is a place where jazz musicians across the world, especially from the US, they go to perform.
Okay.
Whenever they happen
To be in town.
to find themselves in Berlin, they will end up performing at the Jazz Gallery. Musicians like Miles Davis, Ornette Coleman, Lou Wright, and Blakey. Musicians of that caliber, you see them performing at the Jazz Gallery. And if Blakey is not around to play the drums, of course it is Billy Brooks who will be on the drums. Then we formed a band. I want to call it short now. We formed a band called the Gasoline Band. They formed it before.
Gasoline Band, yes, I read about that. Yes.
Before I got to Germany, it used to be called West Berlin there. You know, it was in the
Then
70s.
it was, yes, there was East Berlin and West Berlin, yeah.
We formed the band. I joined the band.
Okay, you joined the band.
They formed it before I got to
Okay.
Berlin. But they were still looking for some other musicians to join them, especially somebody who can add flavor, rhythm flavor to what they were doing at that time. Fred Schwartz was the leader of the band. He plays fantastic keyboard, fantastic piano. I can go on mentioning the other members of the band. So I got into the band.
What instrument were you playing in the band? What instrument were you playing in the band? In the Gasoline Band, what was your instrument?
I was playing the conga drums and I was playing the saxophone.
Okay, because I've never heard of you playing conga like
The fingers are soft now. At that time,
wow.
I was playing the saxophone, I was playing the tenor, I was playing the soprano,
Okay.
and of course I was playing the flute.
Okay, wow. And the congas.
And the conga added. So then they were doing an album. That was where Morgan Studio.
Okay.
They were doing an album in London. They would go to London and then come back to West Berlin. So the only one of this period when they were going shortly between Berlin and London, they asked me I should come to London with them to play my own part on the album.
The recording, yes.
So I went with them. Before that, I've been to London before then. They were not the first people to take me to London. Because I was in London, I was at Brixton, playing with some of the reggae band.
Reggae, okay.
Ken Bruce and anyway, even Bob Marley, I've not met Bob Marley then, but okay. I met Jimmy
Cliff, okay.
So I went back to London with them to Morgan Studio, and we started this recording or we continued recording which we have started. Laid my own parts and all that. Then after that, Morgan's studio, talking about Monty Babson, the owner of the place, the management, they now arrange a tour of Europe for Gasoline Band.
Okay.
So we started going around Europe to perform, and of course to create awareness for the album of the same name, Gasoline Band.
Gasoline Band.
After all that, the Americans, we all went back to. When we went to America at one time, then they went back to Berlin.
So when these Americans went back, the rest of the Gasoline Band went back to Berlin. You stayed in London?
I stayed behind in London.
Oh, London, okay.
Then I met Remy Kabaka, who was talking to me about forming a band, called Shaka 2. If you heard of it. But my friends in Berlin, the American musicians, they came back to London and took me back to Berlin.
Wow.
So they needed me for the concert there around Germany. Then I went back to Billy Brooks at the Jazz Gallery.
Okay.
It was during this time that the West Berlin Jazz Festival came up again. It's an annual thing anyway. Then I had to perform at
the Jazz Festival.
At the Jazz Festival.
Yeah.
With musicians and just got ourselves together to perform.
So this wasn't Gasoline Band. This was just a group of musicians.
No, not Gasoline Band.
And you played jazz.
You
were playing jazz.
Yes.
Okay.
This time I was playing my saxophone.
Okay.
So it was during this festival that I met Dizzy Gillespie and I met Miles Davis.
Miles Davis, okay.
The way I was dressed, because you always see me with my gobi, my Yoruba cap. So I think my cap actually attracted Miles Davis. He was on stage, You know, it was at the time when Miles Davis came up with the album Bishop Blue.
Okay.
And playing at the West Berlin Jazz Festival was probably one of the first outings, performances that he had.
In that year, okay.
To popularize.
To promote the album.
I was with Arnold Coleman, I was with Dizzy Gillespie, and I found them to be very amusing people. Very jovial, especially Dizzy Gillespie. very jovial person. When you saw us in peace, they've all gone now. I don't know about Arnold Coleman because I haven't heard about Arnold Coleman for some time now. Okay. But my game used to have gone. They saw us in peace. Then after the performances, myself and Miles Davis, we had a chance to talk. And he said, if you know Miles Davis the way he is, he's a very amazing person. So, I know where you are coming from. I said, where? I said, where, sir? Because Miles Davis has always been one of my heroes when it comes to jazz. And of course, horns, trumpet, saxophone. It's like when I talk of Sonny Rollins or even Dizzy Gillespie. I will not talk about Arnold Coleman. So I said, yeah, boss, where do you think I'm coming from? I call him boss.
Yeah.
He said, well, don't worry. From Lagos, Yoruba.
Wow.
Wonderful. He said, then right. That was how we became close.
Wow.
And he said to me, anytime you are in New York, you must come to my mansion.
Okay.
Come and see me. I've seen him a few times in New York. And at the time, I watched his performance at the Village Vanguard.
Okay.
There in New York. So, very interesting. So, coming back to your question about Bob Marley.
Yes.
I met Chris Blackwell
of Island Records. Yeah. You met him at Morgan Studio, or
no? I met him at the Island Records.
You went to Island Records?
I went to Island
Okay.
Records. I was telling you about Rebecca Baker.
Yes. Okay. You were trying to get a recording deal for you. Okay.
Myself, Rebecca Baker, and of course our brother Lofty Amao.
Lofty Amao, yes.
Those are the people that formed the CBSI.
Yes.
And
they hadn't formed OCBSA at this time. They didn't. OCBSA wasn't existing yet.
It has been formed.
Okay, but they wanted to do
That was
something different.
1974.
They wanted to do something different.
Hmm?
Why did they try to form a band with you? They were trying to form a new band at this time with you.
Remi Kabaka left to CBSA.
Ah, okay.
You know Remi Kabaka. You know him very well.
Yes.
He doesn't stay at one place.
Yeah. Okay. So you now went to Ireland to try and get a recording deal for this group. Okay.
I went to Ireland. When I go to Island Records, apparently some people have heard of Oye. That's one thing. There in England, and here they know me as Oye.
Oye, okay.
Oye Joe.
Oye, wow.
Oye being Joe being the shortcut of Joseph.
Okay, you're Christian. Okay.
So, Oye Joe or Joe Oye.
Okay, wow.
So, we heard of you. They knew me in Gasoline Band because we told Europe.
Yeah.
So, I can't remember whether we played also at the Rainbow Theatre at Friendly Park.
Okay.
But we played at the Odeon Hammersmith.
Okay.
And Odeon Hammersmith is not far from Ireland. That's about 10 minutes drive or so. Anyway, I met Chris Blackwell and we started talking and spoke about how I can be with the guys. I mean, with
this band.
With
Shaka,
with Jamaica Baka.
Yeah.
And Shaka too.
Shaka too.
It was a good band though.
Wow.
We have 5, just 5 of us in numbers.
Wow.
But when you hear us, we sound like 20 people.
Wow. So he was saying you can be with Shaka too, but you can also work independently.
I can be part of the recording sessions.
Okay. At Island Records. Okay.
At Island Records. And I remember working with Shiko. Shiko is I want to believe he's still alive. Shiko plays trombone.
Okay.
Slide trombone.
Okay.
And on his album, I recorded with him.
Okay.
Shiko, one of the Island Records.
Artists.
Reggae artist, but plays.
Okay.
He sings with the trombone.
Okay, wow.
Then maybe we'll just get some chorus people too.
Okay.
So I recorded with him. Then I recorded also with Bob Marley.
Okay.
I met Bob Marley, very pleasant person. Very pleasant person.
Wow.
I think he loves me when I play the soprano saxophone.
Wow. Okay.
Because one of our members in the Shaka too already went to play with him.
Okay.
Al Anderson. I play guitar.
Okay. Yes.
you
Al
watch
Anderson. Yes. I know
Al
him.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Al Anderson is from New York. It was actually Chris Blackwell and Mika Baka that went to bring him to London.
Wow.
Then
So this is how you ended up playing on that Bob Marley project, on that album. Which year was this? Year which year was it?
73, 74.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. And you had a good time with them. You loved, you enjoyed being with Bob Marley and his.
It was very, very interesting period. Then when he played live at the Lyceum, I was there.
Oh wow. Wow.
But Marley was a very nice person.
But at this time, you already had this reputation that you could play in any group, you could find your way and you will be fine. You will play. Were you at the time thinking, I should stay permanently with one group, or like for example, could you have stayed as part of Bob Marley's group, or if you wanted?
Yeah, I could have stayed with Bob Marley, but I was still with Shaka too.
Did you get a contract, Shaka 2? Did you get a contract with Island Records?
They get a contract.
Oh wow! Did you make an album?
But that was a very good question, you know. Because somewhere along the line, I don't know what went wrong. We did an album for Island Records, and to promote the band and the record, we had a concert at the Rainbow Theatre. Supporting the Traffic.
Okay, Traffic. Yes, that was a big Island record. They believed in that group. Yeah,
Chris
Traffic.
Wood, Steve Winwood, Jim Capaldi,
Yeah.
and the rest of them. So after that, I don't know what went wrong. Things just went sour with Island Records, Chris Blackwell, and then. And
Kabaka was like your main pointsman. He was like the So that was okay.
Give that to him. He was the leader of the band. Well,
okay.
So to say, he was the leader of the band. Check out.
Fantastic.
He was the director.
Okay. So Baba, you have so many wonderful stories to tell. You have so many great stories to tell. I mean, the story of your life, I find it so colorful. So I mean, I know it's in line with those times. Those were very interesting times. You know, the 60s, the 70s, and some part of the 80s. You know, but still, how did you end up in music? How did a real prince choose to now? Because I know in those days.
An uncle of mine told me once. He said, nígbà tí wọ́n bá gbé fèrè àbí bóyá o tẹ̀ ń kọrin ní tó ń kí àwọn èèyàn play your instrument, you sing, and you want to praise people. Who are you praising? Ọmọọba ni wọ́n náà wáyé prince.
They should be praising you, not you praising. They should
be praising you. Only sẹ́mi òkè ni wọ́n tọ́ wá sí palace. Sẹ́mi òkè tọ́ wá sí palace tọ́ wá kí.
When all these talking drummers and musicians will come to pay homage to the king or to the royal family.
They come to pay homage, they sing what we call rara in Yoruba. Wọ́n sún rara, wọ́n kọ́ ewì, wọ́n kọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀.
You now want to become one of them.
Wọ́n kí àwọn olóyè, wọ́n kí kábíyèsí, wọ́n kí. Sẹ́mi òkè rí ni nígbà yẹn. Don't you see? But kì í ṣe the first ṣe, not that time. I tried to convince him. The man said, well, I don't know. But remember you are a prince. Next is I've been very pé ó fẹ́ lọ bá mo gbó. So ó fẹ́ lọ bá mo I want to be smoking.
The weed, yeah. So you were born in Ibadan.
Yeah.
Into this very famous family.
Foko.
It's also the name of an area in Ibadan now.
Foko. The name of the man is the name of the area. Foko. The name of the man, that is my
ancestor. Yeah. Your ancestor. So the Oyewole is
happened to be one of the
the sons
of Foko.
Foko.
And Foko was a son of Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́, Aláàfin Àjàká to be exact.
Okay, wow.
Foko left Oyole himself and Iba Oluyole. They were cousins.
Wow.
Oluyole was the son of Aláàfin.
Okay, wow.
Foko was older. Iba Oluyole was a bit younger than Ayejanku Foko. That's the full name. Ayejanku Foko. Ayejanku Foko.
Wow.
It's a powerful name.
Wow, very powerful name.
Myself, I do understand it. I have to ask them all the time. Ibashoru.
Okay.
Ibashoru. That was the title given to Oluyole by the Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́ at the time. So it is that title that he brought to Ibadan.
Okay.
So Oluyole was Bashoru of Ibadan. And Foko being his brother, his cousin, so to say, they were together.
Okay.
So to answer your question, Foko was the Aṣíwájú.
Okay.
Aṣíwájú. Bashoru. When Iba Oluyole was Bashoru, Foko was the Aṣíwájú.
Okay. So, but at one point, somebody in that lineage became Olubadan.
Yes, I'm calling you. His son now, one of his sons, now Oyewole,
Oyewole.
became the Baale, because at that time it was
It
Baale.
was Baale, not yes.
Baale also stand for order at that time.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
The most powerful,
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
the ruler.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So Oyewole became the Baale, Oba in bracket.
Okay.
So Oyewole had a son. The Catholic nation came to Ibadan, going around the royal houses looking for their children that they can
To
send to
educate,
school.
yeah.
And Oyewole handed over to them one of his
Son, his
sons.
sons.
He was trained, went to Catholic seminary, and went to government school, government college,
Okay.
then to the seminary.
Okay. Was that your father?
That's my father.
Wow. Wow.
His name was Francis,
Wow.
son of Oyewole,
Francis
Francis
Oyewole. Okay.
Oladosu, Olusola Oyewole.
And what about your mother?
My mother.
Yes.
My mother was there. Like every other mother, he was there doing what she can do to support
the families of the man. What did your father do?
He was supposed to become a reverend father.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He was
in seminary.
He had been trained already at seminary with the hope that
he would become a reverend father.
But Oyewole said to Didio and all those Catholic missionaries, this is a prince. Please spare him.
Okay.
Because if he becomes a reverend father, it means that he cannot marry.
Yeah, and we need to keep the lineage going.
So, and they listened to him.
Okay.
So they allowed him to remain. Then he was doing other things instead of becoming the Catholic reverend father.
But when you were born, I'm sure they probably thought, well, he's a prince, he's going to go to school, right? He will go to school and so on. And maybe you become a doctor or a lawyer. Everybody wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer. What made you decide to do music? What made you decide? Was it something that happened one day? Was it the church? Was it somebody, telling you? Because I know I've met people who will say, oh, one day I was in school, somebody came and played piano and said, I want to learn that. Was it something like that? What made you decide to want to learn music and to play it professionally?
I think I had music in me, naturally. Because you asked about my mother earlier. My mother had
She had the music talent.
The talent to sing. That is talking ewu and rara. So because when everybody is sitting at the palace, relaxing, my mother among the other wives, you call them queens? I don't know.
Yeah.
They would sing rara ewi to entertain. To entertain the Kabisi and himself.
And she had the gift. She had a good voice. She had the gift. She had a good voice.
She had very good voice.
So was that where you started thinking? Is that where you started thinking? I want to.
That must have helped. That must have helped. Then of course. When I was in school, I became part of the school band.
Primary school or secondary school? Was it primary or secondary?
Primary.
Primary, okay. So you were in the school band. That's why very early you started?
Very early, yes.
What was your first?
The same thing happened at the secondary school, playing the band.
So, but what was your instrument at this time?
Huh?
What instrument did you play at this time?
I was playing that at that time we used to call it patenge. Patenge is like that double drums.
Okay.
With
like bongos.
No, bongos. Not bongos. But I'm trying to remember the name now.
I'm
trying to remember the name now. So I played that, and of course I played the conga.
Okay.
Maybe not the sophisticated.
Yes, but the local alumole.
The locally made
double drums. Yeah. So when did saxophone?
Then I sing.
Oh, you used to sing. So when did the wind instruments? When did you get into that?
Then I had brothers and colleagues who would buy records and bring to the house. There I would listen to the music, listen to saxophone players, trumpet players, and other instrumentalists in the band.
And then you thought, I want to play this.
Then I started developing interest. And then I had this. I have this flair for the saxophone.
Okay.
For the saxophone. And trumpet too. I tried trumpet, played for a while. And I said,
You had all this. You had access to all these instruments in school.
Yeah.
These instruments, the trumpet, the saxophone. You had access to them in school, or did you have to go outside to take?
We have to go outside to the stores and get them.
Okay.
Some schools have them.
Okay.
Some schools have them, but mainly you go to the people who hire.
Okay.
You know, at that time,
You used to go and
people hire
okay.
house
I
instruments.
owned one.
There are stores, local instruments store.
Okay.
So
And so that's how you started learning.
that's how I started.
I know that at one point, one of your teachers was the legendary Prince Eji Oyewole. Was that later?
That was before I met Ajilo.
This was before you met Eji
That
Oyewole.
was before I met Ajilo. But when I met Ajilo, I had friends who had been playing in bands and clubs
Okay.
that actually influenced me, and then they showed one or two things.
Okay.
Things
And that's how you were learning.
that I was learning.
Wow.
That was how I was learning. Then I developed interest. Then went to Lagos.
Okay.
Some of my friends were also playing some band. Then at this time I was trying to get my own saxophone, so that it would be easier for me, because it's not easy to get a saxophone that when you don't have your own saxophone. Nobody wants to live. I don't blame them. Saxophone was very, even at that time, very costly. And then my friends told me about Bobby Benson.
Bobby Benson. Okay.
Then I went to Kaban. I met Bobby Benson. Because I understand that sometimes he had instruments, old instruments to sell.
Okay.
Second hand, so I went to. Truly, he had some, but I didn't have saxophone.
Okay.
I don't instrument, he didn't have saxophone. The saxophone that he had, he was using in his band.
Okay.
So I had to come back to Ibadan. My family came together, and then, well, since that is what you want to do.
So they actually eventually supported you.
They gathered money from my brother, my uncle. They gathered
For you to
money
go and buy your own saxophone.
To go and buy my own saxophone.
Since you have refused to become a lawyer or a doctor, you only want to play music. Then they just said, yeah, we are giving you. So they give.
Not my line, your doctor, not my line.
So they gave you a saxophone, and now you could start your own career. And so, how did you? So from there, were you now joining bands?
That was actually when after that I came back. Of course, I bought the saxophone here in Ibadan.
Okay.
Yeah. But I couldn't get a second hand one in Lagos. I couldn't get a second hand one here in Ibadan. I could straight away I went to buy a new one. The old case way.
So you bought you bought your first saxophone. That must have been a very special day.
I was a king. Because anytime, anywhere I go with my saxophone, people say, "Wow."
Wow. So then, did you start? You started joining bands. You started playing for bands, have you? You started playing in bands.
Yeah, later. Yeah.
Okay.
Already, I know few keys.
Okay.
On the saxophone. Some high life keys.
Yeah.
You know,
I like. Yeah.
So then I went to Kisajilo.
Okay.
A friend of mine mentioned him. even in Lagos. You know, he was in Lagos before he came to Ibadan.
Yes.
So the Tilapia was here. So I went to him. And when I got to him and he saw me with my brass saxophone, I said, wow, you're lucky. That's how I started to study
Under him.
the theory of music, the harmony, and all that.
And earlier on, you were telling me, before we started recording, you were telling me your impression of Prince Eji Oyewole. You said he was, what did you call him now? You said he is a brilliant musician, but in terms of theory, he was top notch. That he was.
Prince Eji Oyewole?
Yes.
Yes. Prince Eji Oyewole was very knowledgeable. Was very knowledgeable.
A knowledgeable musician.
Among his students at that time, even before he came to Beautiful Nubia, was one guy called Falana.
Falana. Then.
Michael Falana.
Yes.
Beautiful trumpet player.
Yes.
He studied under Mr. Gino too. So that when that boy got to London, he didn't take him long before he found a band, an orchestra.
Because he was so well trained.
They loved that. Because he could read, he could sight read.
Wow.
And already he knew a lot of things that he needed to know, he needed to know. So it wasn't difficult for him to get in the band, and he was fit.
So, talking about you now, back to you. So you've got your saxophone, you've got some training from Prince Eji Oyewole. The next thing I hear about you is that suddenly you are traveling around Africa. Yeah. So now after all this training, I heard that after that you now started traveling.
That time, when I was still practicing, studying under Prince Eji Oyewole, there was some band here that I was using them to practice what I've learned in the books, in the textbooks. I was using some bands here, some local bands here.
Test out this ideas.
Then eventually I ended up with a duo conta at the Paradise Club.
Okay.
So I didn't stay there long anyway. Then I moved to Lagos.
Okay.
I moved to Lagos and I joined Bobby Benson.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
When he saw me with my brand new saxophone, he said, wow. I said, what about the Aisha? What about the I don't know. Bobby Benson was a rascal.
Very.
You know, I feel rascal to
So you joined his band.
So he said, you are welcome.
Okay.
So that was how I started playing with this.
Okay.
So
and then I heard that from there somebody tried to get you to come and join Fela and his Kula Lobitos.
Fela came back around that time from England. That was 3, 4. And then he was casting around for musicians. But not immediately. He was working at the NBC. From there, he started looking for how
to build a band.
Musicians together to form a band, the Lobitos.
Yeah.
And some of my friends who were already with him, one of them was Isaac Olasuba.
Okay.
Isaac played alto.
Okay.
So, and Fela knew that myself and Isaac were very close.
Yes.
And Isaac also studied.
Okay.
So he really excited. He was in Liberia. So he studied in Liberia.
Wow.
Before he come back to India. And we were always together. Myself and Isaac were friends. So the fella knew that, and the fella tried to use Ali to get me into the band.
Wow.
But I was already with Bonnie Benson.
Yeah.
Bonnie Benson said to me, if I see you, and Bobby was a very rascal person. And he meant it. So if I see you, he said, fella will come to the club, Caban, and then trying to talk to me, and then Bobby said, don't leave this band to go to Fela. Bobby was always watching Fela anytime he comes to Caban.
Wow. Always watching him to see what he was like.
In fact, I can't say everything. I can't say everything.
But you at some point, you went to play with him or record with him.
Okay.
Fela, at some point, you went and recorded with him or played with him. You never played with him?
We were together.
Yeah. Okay.
We played club together. Like jamming, not
like you are not in his band. Yeah, you just
we are very close.
Okay.
And I also told me certain things about him that actually I can't say.
Yeah, which but the reason why you couldn't be with him. So after all this time, you've done all this. So then I want to go back to you traveling around Africa, because I know you traveled in Africa. How did you end up with OK Jazz, Franco?
Okay. You heard about that?
Yes.
So some friends of mine invited me to Cotonou. They were already there.
Okay.
They told me about Cotonou, playing the club there. And some of them actually came to Lagos. They would travel together to Cotonou. Then I was playing Cotonou. Excuse me, I was playing in one of the clubs there. There was a club called Kanasuk. In French, Kanasuk, that is sugarcane club. The owner of the club was a very pleasant person. So I started playing. I was there. Myself and my other friends. Then from there, I moved to another club. From there, I went to Togo. Because some band came to Cotonou to play. Some band came from Togo to play at Cotonou.
And then you went back with them?
They saw me.
Okay.
Not immediately, but already they told me.
Okay, so they invited you over.
They invited me already. That anytime they'll be so happy to see me play, work with them. So I thought about it. When I move forward, I went to Togo. I was there. Then from there, a band from Ghana was touring in West Africa.
Yeah.
And they played at Togo. Then I went there.
So this band came from Ghana.
Black Santiago.
Benny. That's a big band. That's a very big name when you talk about Ghanaian high life and whatever. Yeah. So big band music.
The owner of the band was from Cotonou.
Okay.
Apparently, when I was playing at Cotonou, he saw me.
Okay.
But he was the leader of the Black Santiago.
Okay.
So he said, je vous connais.
Wow.
But I need to Ghana. In fact, I traveled with them.
Okay, wow.
I didn't stay there for long. I was there 2 months.
Wow.
Because my mind was to travel out.
Okay.
I had the mind to travel
out.
To
go to Europe.
Of
Africa, to go to Europe, yeah.
So from Ghana now I moved to Côte d'Ivoire. I moved to Ivory Coast. And I was playing at the Cabaret Club, at the Treasury.
Okay.
Then some friends said to me they needed a saxophone player at the government band. Then the president of Ivory Coast.
Yeah, February.
Yeah. So I went to join them.
Okay.
Then I was playing with them. Then from there, I traveled to France.
Oh, wow.
Because some of the Frenchmen that came, who knew me before when I was playing at the cabaret.
Okay.
Cabaret was at Treasury. You know, the place called Treasury. It's like Treasury would be like Western in London.
London, okay. It was like the cool place to be. It was like the
Cool place to be with a lot of jazz,
yeah.
a lot of kind of entertainment in short. So they knew me at Treasury, so they invited me to be on to France.
To France. So that's how you ended up in. Now you are in Europe.
Yeah, I just got my saxophone.
Okay.
So I went to France. I went to Lyon and I was playing there. So I was there playing. Then I moved to Paris.
Okay, wow. Was it in France that you met Franco?
Oh, okay, that was in Cotonou.
It was in Cotonou that you know. Okay.
No, sorry, it was in Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast, okay.
Yeah, I was actually with the presidential band of Côte d'Ivoire when Franco was touring West Africa.
Okay.
So he saw me, he liked my playing, and then he said, okay. He said, negotiate. He said, yeah, wait. And he said, if I don't mind, and if I don't want to join their band, I can be with them to tour.
Okay, they're tour.
West African country. I said, why not? So I went.
Wow. So you went on tour with them?
I went on tour with them.
Wow.
I want to know more about that Congo
music. Wow.
That Congo music is very rich.
Yes.
Especially with Franco, with his guitar.
Yeah.
I was gaining knowledge, you know.
Yeah, and yes, that's it. Picking up things here and there, everything, yeah. So now, when you were in Paris, how did you end up in Berlin?
I didn't go to Berlin straight. When I was in Berlin, I was playing in the jazz club. Then a fellow musician said to me, let's go to Geneva. I ended up in Geneva.
Wow.
To me, it was like an adventure.
Yeah, but you were young at this time.
Of course.
You were in your 20s, I think. Yes. Late 20s,
Yeah.
So you were free. You were just.
I have the energy.
And you can, adventure. Benny.
So we went to Geneva, and there was a club called Club 7 in Geneva, and I was there. I was there for just 2.5 months or so.
Okay.
I didn't spend quite 3 months there.
Okay.
Then I moved to Hamburg.
Wow, in Germany. Yeah.
In Germany.
Yeah.
It was from Hamburg there. Because I actually entered school. Because I wanted to study.
Okay.
I studied German language. Got admission to study at the Musikhochschule. The Hochschule is the music department at the University of Hamburg.
Wow.
I was there. I didn't stay long because I want to perform all the time. I want to perform all the time. Then luckily for me, my professor at the University of Hamburg said to me, you are a brilliant saxophonist. As far as I know, I wasn't brilliant enough. But he said to me, from what he had, I will send it to Berlin.
Okay.
So he was the one who actually arranged like going to West Berlin Music Hochschule.
Okay.
Music department of the
yeah, okay. So you transferred?
Yes. So that was how I got to Berlin. So from that school now, you know, I like to perform. So I've made friends who are already playing clubs. So they introduced me to clubs and to musicians, hoteliers.
So you are just playing all the time.
Owner. So I started playing.
Wow.
It was during this time that Billy Bruce got to know about me.
Yeah.
That as in Nigeria, I know that plays sax and because I developed the interest to play conga all along.
Right from when you were small, yes.
So in all this club where I play the saxophone.
Sometimes you go
I make sure that they have conga.
Okay.
So I play conga, play the saxophone.
Wow.
Sometimes play the tambourine.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Baraka.
Okay. You transferred from University of Hamburg to University of Berlin. Did you finish?
I did not.
Even in Berlin?
I was not after certificate.
You just wanted to learn more?
Perform.
Yeah, okay.
I just want to perform.
So from Berlin, you ended up in London.
Yeah.
So, and I know that it was when you were in London, you recorded an album for EMI. Was it in London?
Well, it was in London.
Yeah. An album that wasn't released for years, wasn't released for a long time. Am I right? I think there's an album you recorded for EMI that wasn't released until like almost 10 years later or something like that, or more.
The album that I recorded at that time, it was recorded here. But
it was recorded here, okay.
I have written the music, arranged everything in London.
Okay, so you came back from London to come and record,
because I was coming for the first time.
You were coming back home for the first time?
For the first time, 77.
Wow, for first time, okay, that's why you came, okay.
Okay, for the first time.
Did you participate in Festac?
Yeah?
Did you participate in Festac?
Yeah, that was why I came.
As your own or as a member of a band? Okay, which band was that?
I led the band called the Funkies.
The Funkies, wow. From the UK, from London?
From the UK.
Okay.
After the Funkies saw me when I performed with my band, Shakatu, when we had a concert at the Rainbow Theatre. All the Africans, of course, everybody came to watch the band.
Okay.
Because they have made noise about the Shakatu band. So the boys in the Funkies, they all came.
Okay.
One of them had the Moscow.
Okay.
Then Danny Hibe, who played the bass. Adi Moscow was the guitarist and more or less the leader of the band. They always fight between themselves. Who is the leader?
Who is it?
So Adi Moscow came. He came. Then Danny Hibe. Then I think Shikemadu. He played the drum.
Okay.
So when they saw me, say, "Wow, I just a Nigerian." Wow. I was playing the tenor saxophone. Depending on what number we are playing, I will play the tenor saxophone, then stand the tenor, and then pick the soprano.
Wow.
A lot of times I don't even remove the saxophone from my leg. Together.
You have one hanging, you have the other one.
And also along the line, I also play the flute.
Wow.
So, this time I'll come and play with them. By that time, they almost broke up. For lack of understanding among themselves.
Okay.
So I agreed to go and play with them. But at one time I wanted to say, no, this is not the band for me. Because there wasn't what you call unity in the band. But then, so let me just stay with them and see what happened.
Okay.
I was with them, playing with them, and then the opportunity came to come to Nigeria for the first time. 77. Because we played a couple of engagements around London. Myself and the Funkies. They've seen us, the authority, they've seen us. And they told us that they want us to come to Nigeria to take part in the first 77, to be among the bands that will represent UK. That was how I came with them.
Okay, so when you were here for Festac, then you decided to record this album.
I've always had the mind that I should do an album that I will name Charity Begins at Home.
At home, okay.
And of course, the AMI executive, they came to London, they saw me, and we discussed. And they said to me that I can record the album at their studio in London, in Lagos.
Okay.
At the time, I was thinking of recording it in London at Abbey Road.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah, where the Beatles, yeah.
Studio where Beatles.
Yeah, the Beatles, they made that studio very popular, yes. Yeah, the Beatles and Abbey Road, yes.
The same EMI. Okay. But I decided, no, the time was running anyway, so it's better for me to wait till I get to Lagos. Then I can get proper African flavor for the record. So I came back to Nigeria and recorded Charity Begins at Home.
And that should have been your first album, officially.
Yeah, first album. Yeah. I did the album for the EMI, but to show you the wickedness of Nigeria, some people who call themselves stars already of a country. So some people just got up at EMI and said, this guy is too much. He must not give me any chance. I don't know, but to me, that seems to be what
so the album was not
they
released.
were saying among themselves. So, because already, according to them, they already had a star at EMI.
Okay.
So they don't want somebody who will come and
be competing.
Competition. So because of that, they did everything possible to make sure that the album was not released. I had to do everything. Imagine somebody just coming from the cold. Then I have to enter the sun, go to the factory, make sure sometimes give people money. And I've signed the contract that they should market the record. The record finally came out, but again, they didn't promote it. They just put the record in the store.
Wow.
So I had to be going from Lagos to Apapa to the EMI studio. See them. Why are you not using my records?
But after that, you've recorded other albums.
Of course.
And I told you that my own favorite is the one that has Shaliwa in it. What's that album called again?
That was Me and You.
Me and You, yes. Me and You.
That was 1983.
Yeah, that's a very love. Because I like that song. And I like that album. So you did all this, and then at some point you've come back to Nigeria. At some point, after all this going around the world, you came back to Nigeria.
I came back to Nigeria.
And you've been playing music, and you've been doing. Would you say you were right? Would you say you were right in choosing music? Looking back at your life now,
that I was right.
Yeah, in choosing music.
I think I was right. It was the right decision because I was happy for one thing, that what my family, my royal family, what some of them thought of me, that maybe I want to go and join the hemp smokers, and that did not happen. And that I would be a vagabond, that did not happen. Because I always have it at the back of my mind that something keeps telling me, you are a prince. You know? I remember what the people are saying. So I have self-discipline, and I thank God for that. So that I did not disappoint my family. So to me, it was the right decision. But then, if one to think of all the negative things that happen, like people blocking, people envying, out of jealousy and all that. People trying to make things difficult for you. When you think about all that, then you come and add, then later on, then you come and add some family problem to it. Then you want to say, I mean, they didn't want it.
But I think the other side.
Well, I don't regret.
Yeah, the other side is that your music has made a lot of people happy. That's the other side of it. That your music has helped people. It has made a lot of new people happy. In all the years you've been playing, you have not only entertained people. It's not entertainment alone. You have also made them very happy. And I think that is one of the biggest things that a musician achieves. That you not only did it in Nigeria, you were able to do it in Benin Republic, in Togo, in Ghana, in Ivory Coast, in France, in Germany, in Switzerland, in the UK. You were able to do all this, so I think, and you were able to touch many lives. For a boy who came from Ibadan, that's a very, very big life. And I think you deserve all the celebration. So now at 84, Baba, 84, that's a big age, 84. 84. You were talking about your wife earlier. I'm sure you are, because when you're talking about her, there was a glow on your face. You have a lovely person who's your wife. You have children. I'm sure you are a happy man. But is there anything that you still wish you could do, or that you wish for at 84?
Like I've always said, music to me is a calling. Music to me is a calling. And I want to believe that I'm doing that, I've been doing that, and I will continue to do that, to make people happy, to entertain people, and of course to praise and to glorify God Himself. That's the only ambition that I have. So,
your last album, you have a new album that came out this year.
Yeah.
So you are still recording. At 84, you are still recording. Amazing.
I decided to record the album and then give it the title, and that is also the title of one of the tracks. And ọpẹ́ mi pọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ rẹ ò bàbá, ojoojúmọ́ ni ó máa dúpẹ́ sincerely. I need to glorify God all the time.
You are a contented man.
I thank God.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Nígbàkúgbà.
Má dúpẹ́ oore rẹ.
Nígbàkúgbà.
Má dúpẹ́ oore rẹ.
Nígbàkúgbà.
Má dúpẹ́ oore rẹ.
Nígbàkúgbà.
Má dúpẹ́ oore rẹ. Ọ̀nà ọpẹ́ mi pọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ rẹ o bàbá. Ojoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n máa dúpẹ́. Ọ̀nà ọpẹ́ mi pọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ rẹ o bàbá. Ojoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n máa dúpẹ́.
Ní gbogbo ìgbà.
Má dúpẹ́ oore rẹ.
Ní gbogbo ìgbà.
Má dúpẹ́ oore rẹ.
Nígbàkúgbà.
Má dúpẹ́ oore rẹ.
Nígbàkúgbà.
Má dúpẹ́ oore rẹ.
Ọpẹ́ mi pọ̀
Lọ́dọ̀ rẹ o bàbá. Ojoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n máa dúpẹ́. Ọ̀nà ọpẹ́ mi pọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ rẹ o bàbá. Ojoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n máa dúpẹ́.